It's Sunday, show love Sundays. I first want to take the time out to show love to all the supporters. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for the comments, thanks for the shares. The channel is slowly moving in a very positive way. I'm very happy with it. So, first and foremost, thank y'all for everything. This week on Show Love Sunday, what I want to do is shout out my school, South Carolina State. I attended South Carolina State from 2004 till 2008. Give you a brief breakdown of what kind of school supporter I am, which may sound a little weird, but honestly, truthfully, I'm not a big supporter, as in I never gave a contribution. I never bought a t-shirt, never bought a hat, I never bought any sweatshirts, any merchandise from South Carolina State or anything with the South Carolina State logo, tags, or anything on it. Now I know this is going to throw you for a loop, like, well, why are you even making this video? Because no matter how much of a supporter I'm not, South Carolina State definitely changed my life, and I still support the school in many different ways. As far as I really wanted to stay open, and I understand the importance of the school, even though I'm not a big contributor to the school. But even though I'm not, I'm pretty sure there's other people that's like me. I just have a very bad lack of school spirit. I haven't even been in my high school since I left, to be honest. But that still doesn't matter as far as how important the school was to me. Like I said, I was down in South Carolina State from 04 to 08. After I graduated Drury High School, I actually applied to go to the school that I wanted to go to, was North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And I actually got accepted. I don't know where my letter at, but I just knew it was gonna cost way too much money. And to be honest, I never even wanted to go to college in the first place. My main reason and main focus for going to college was because of my mother. She raised me by myself, love her to death, and I just knew that me going to college and completing it would be very big to her and my family. So that's what I went out to do, man. Sometimes you gotta, put others in front of you. So I went to South Carolina State. My first year, it was a new life to me. I didn't really have nobody watching over me. I can go to classes if I wanted to. I can do anything I wanted to at any time I wanted to. And it was all on me whether I succeeded or failed. So my first year, I went down there. I had the Hope Scholarship. So basically, if I maintained a 3.0, I had a scholarship every year, but I lost it. I lost the Hope Scholarship because I went to Orangeburg in South Carolina State, and I just was goofing off. Like, I didn't have terrible grades. I think I had like a 2.7 or something like that. So, that's like a C++, basically. So I lost the scholarship, and I actually had to change my major. And my major was broadcasting, sports broadcasting. So, like I said, this is always what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in broadcasting or on the radio or some type of field like that. But I went down there, I lost that, so I had to change my major to physical activity management, which I did, and I completed it. But while at South Carolina State, I met a lot of people that, to be honest, are the only people I really talk to today. Like, most of the people from my high school, middle school, people I grew up with, I have no interactions with, no communication with at all. And it's not to say that they change, even though some people do change, right? But not to say that they changed or they start acting funny. It's just that you lose contact. I mean, you know how it go. Everybody has a different life, so they different in separate ways. And but the people I remain friends with from South Carolina State, I try to always better them, and they always try to better me. So without South Carolina State, I wouldn't even be doing this right here, starting this at all, because I probably wouldn't have the confidence to do it. And also without South Carolina State, if I never went to college, I'm 99.9% sure I would either be in a grave or in jail. That's the God honest truth. Like I have no doubt about it at all in my mind. So basically South Carolina State saved my life. While my first 4 years of school, what I used to like to do the most was go to the student center and play cards. Everybody from that time know what time it is. Like, let me just put this out here. From '04 to '08, anybody that plays spades in the student center with our little group are the best spade players in the world. It's nobody better. Like, it's not even close. Like, I don't care what school you at. I don't care who your granddaddy, uncle, anybody. Listen, nobody plays spades better than us. Period. Like that was one of our hobbies at South Carolina State that we used to do. Me and my little crew, and it was fun, man. I even skipped some classes while doing that, which I know that's probably not good. But hey, man, I'm human. Like, make mistakes. But definitely used to love that. I used to enjoy like when I used to play the music outside and everything. That was definitely dope. So with saying that, the thing that I want to do the most, one of the most important things I wanted to do while I did this was say rest in peace to Eddie Moe. Rest in peace to Eddie Moe. He was definitely a big part of the South Carolina State family. Like if you went to South Carolina State at maybe in the past 20, 30 years, you knew Eddie Moe. Even if you didn't attend South Carolina State, everybody down there in Orangeburg, South Carolina knew him. So rest in peace to him. May God bless his family and everything like that. But yeah, I used to love going when they played the music outside. It was just a big, different experience for me. Like I never experienced anything like that. South Carolina State is a HBCU. Definitely found that beat the stereotypes that, you know, everybody that just goes to state just partying, drinking, drugging, and everything like that. Because once I was down there, like, it was people that were doing that, but it was the very minimum. And if those people were doing that, they weren't there no more than like a year or two. So, you know, we have very productive people there. But let me get into this bill. Basically, the bill, to sum it all up, they're trying to pass a bill to shut down South Carolina State for a year, which I think is not a very good thing at all. Because, I mean, you got to take just somebody like me, for example. Maybe somebody that's just going to school to, you know, well, further their education first and foremost, but to go to school to maybe be the first person to graduate college from their family or something like that. It's almost like you're stripping somebody that opportunity to stay out the streets, stay out the gang, stay out of trouble, and basically just telling them, like, you know, because of the past mistakes that you have nothing at all to do with, you have to suffer. And, you know, now your life is in your hands where you can basically pretty much mess it up if you don't continue to try to go out your way to find another school and different things like that, so you can further your education and try to become a successful person in life. The reason they're trying to pass the bill is because in the past, I'm not really going to get too much into it, but in the past, it was a lot of mishandling of funds and money. If anybody has more in-depth reasoning, just leave it in the comments, or, you know, just send a link so people can go to the link so they can read up on it. But that's basically what it all boils down to. And now we're trying to protest it, stop it, because South Carolina State and the family of South Carolina State understands that, you know, this school is not just a school where you can just leave and that's okay, like it'll be okay. Like, no, it's like, it's not okay. It's people out there who have jobs, the businesses around. I mean, you got to think, like, Orangeburg is not like a big city like Charleston or Columbia where they have tourist attractions, or, you know, just like a wide variety or different segments of the city that can fund and things like that. I mean, it's the barbershops that I went to. Shout out my barber Black down there in Orangeburg. Like, those people would have to actually get up and maybe leave, because they won't be able to support their families and their kids because of the suspension for the year. I actually have my mother-in-law actually works at South Carolina State, and my uncle actually works there at South Carolina State, and a good friend of the family actually works at South Carolina State. A lot of people don't even know things like this, but you know, so they'll be losing their jobs, and you know, it'll be hard on everybody, on the family, not just the students, even the businesses. And the reason I want to talk about it because I'm connected to South Carolina State in so many ways that I didn't even realize until I heard about the bill and then wanting to shut the school down. But the store that I've been working at for maybe about a decade, literally, like anybody that knows me knows I've been working at Cuz Fashions in Orangeburg, South Carolina, since they were in the mall since like '05. Since like I said, my freshman year, I was just all over the place. I quit my job at KFC because they wanted me to tuck my shirt in my pants. Yeah, I know. That was them days. It was just like, if you tuck your shirt in your pants, you was lame. And like, they had new management and they tried to do new rules, so I quit. It was like, whatever, I'm out. I'll find another job. Like, who are you? But I look back at that as it was beneficial to me because of the job that I had. I actually loved, and I got a lot of benefits from it. But back then, you know, I was immature, man. What can you say? I wasn't even 20 yet. Very, very immature. But yeah, so it'll affect that store in Orangeburg, which will affect the store that I actually manage in Columbia, which I actually shoot some of my videos at. So I mean, it's gonna affect businesses, families, the students. It's gonna affect so many people that I think they're not just looking at it like that. They're just looking at it as they'll shut down the school for a year, try to clean it up, and everything will be all good. But it's like, well, what are those people gonna do for a year? How are people gonna survive for a whole year without any money or income? Like I wish the people who are deciding to pass the bill, well, if they lost their jobs for a year because of something that wasn't even their fault, like how would they feel about that? So basically, I'm with everybody. I never went out there to protest. I never even made a comment on Facebook, Twitter, or nothing about it at all. But I decided to do this today, not to get views or anything like that, but basically share my opinion on it. And basically shout out South Carolina State for changing my life completely. Like, no matter if I never buy a shirt, never buy a hat, actually never even, after I walking across the stage and seeing my mother and grandparents in the crowd, see me walk across that stage was enough for me to go on in my life and just knew I made it. I didn't even go to get my the actual paper. All I have is the booklet. Like, I never actually had my actual physical copy of my degree because that wasn't what was important to me. The most important thing was for my family and the people who supported me throughout all my years to know that I completed it, I did it, I finished school, and that all the love and the support that they gave me allowed me to do that. And I definitely wasn't going to give up on that. So I just wanted to talk real quick, man. Like I said, I can go on and on about South Carolina State and all my friends and how we used to hang out, or the hard times, or all the studying and all the sleepless nights and this and that. But I basically just want to keep it to a minimum and shout out my school, South Carolina State. Hopefully they decide to keep the school open. I haven't seen anything saying that anything positive, honestly. I haven't seen anything positive about it yet. I joined a group on Facebook. I believe it's Support South Carolina State. So if you're an alumni or anybody like that, go to that page. I'm pretty sure you can find more information about it. And man, you never know. Maybe this video will get in the right hands to somebody who is a deciding factor whether to keep the school open or not. And if so, just please keep the school open for people like me, people of color who already are at a disadvantage, honestly, like in life, basically, with the poverty-stricken environments that we normally grow up in. Give us a chance. Just give us a chance. That's all I got to say. Give us a chance, the opportunities opportunity to be better person and succeed in life and not just another statistic. Thank you, and y'all know how I go. Always remember to never wake up without dreaming, but no matter where you go in life, always remain the same. Regular man, irregular dreams. Gone.